Okay, hello there, everybody. I have been drawn to doing a reading today, so I'm going to use the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck and just the Rider-Waite Tarot. I'm going to pull cards as I see fit, no particular spread, and this reading is for my collective, just anybody that this video might reach. So let's get started. I'm going to pull tarot first and then clarify it with the archetype cards. So the energy today, I don't know, the past few days, I've been feeling a very specific energy that's very intense. It's been very intense. I know it is a collective energy, but I can tell it's affecting a lot of people right now. And yeah, there's just something unique about it. It's kind of a sad energy. It isn't like it's definitely not a super positive energy, but it's transformative at the very least. So yeah, Page of Swords on the split. Three of Hearts. Yeah, I can tell there's just heartbreak in the collective energy right now. There's a lot going on. It's a bit chaotic. So if you've been feeling chaotic in your life, it is definitely the collective energy that's doing that. Lots of changes. Yeah, changes in stability, changes in living arrangements, changes in relationships, everything like that. So, okay, let's pull some cards. Spirit guides, my spirit guides know what to do. So. Oh, there's death. Yeah, so that's just straight transformation. Super intense transformation. About as intense as you can get it. Can you get a second card, please? Oh. There's Temperance. I actually thought that was the Empress at first. I only got a glimpse of it, but no, that is Temperance. Yeah, a transformation of your healing. This is just a transformation of the way that you heal. That's what I'm feeling like. Like there was a phase of healing that was very long and very arduous. You know, people didn't survive through that transformation in your life, right? Like transforming so much and healing so much that you can't associate with certain people anymore. And I've been getting that as well. I've been getting this energy of people just not belonging in your life anymore. And yeah, I find that to be very it can feel kind of horrific, you know what I mean? Like it's a symbolic death of those people for you and your reality. You know, if you don't have people who have been in your life for so long and you don't have them anymore, or you had to let go of them, or something happened, it can just feel like they spiritually died to you. You know what I mean? Maybe people have grown really distant, something along those lines. Or you've grown distant. You know, going on this journey, essentially, this long-winded journey. And look at this, too. The Knight of Pentacles is holding the Ace of Pentacles. So on this long journey, you're going through this kind of desolate terrain, you know, going to places that you've never been before, that nobody has ever been before. Can I get a fifth card, please? Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles, I'm getting just an immaculate energy from that. Three of Pentacles. Yeah, lots of Pentacles on the board. Okay, Eight of Cups. and Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. So, I mean, this is a feeling of learning how to work together with people who are in line with you, finding people that are in line with you. It's like you're going through this gateway, right? You're going through this portal almost, and seeing the mountains in front of you, right? Like the journey is nowhere near over, but you've been on it for a really long time. Like the healing that has taken place is immense. It's so much more than what your average person could be expected to heal from, that you've healed from. You've transformed and healed on your journey for so long, where to the point where it almost felt like you were never going to get anywhere. You know what I mean? You're never going to get anywhere. These people are going to stay in your life forever. They're going to stick to you like super glue. But through your transformation, I'm getting like molten hot metal. Like you're burning off these bonds in your life. You're just completely obliterating specific bonds, whether that's with family or whatnot. So I do want to clarify these cards in the tarot. Also, the Three of Pentacles with the Eight of Cups, I'm really feeling this energy of like something to work for. You know what I mean? Like you have something else to work for other than just let me heal from all the horrible shit that I went through. Let me heal from all of the trauma and abuse. It's more so you're working towards something through your transformation, through your healing. You're making something come to life, and it may be with or without people, but you're certainly making something come to life, something very important, something extremely life changing, right? And it's a blessing to go through this gateway. Not everybody gets to go through that. Not everybody gets to go through that gateway. You have to go on this super arduous, anguishing journey of healing to get to that point. Especially when you're starting from so low. Some souls on this planet just start in the worst kind of conditions possible, just facing insane abuse, facing insane challenges to overcome that other people just can't even fathom, let alone sympathize with or empathize with. So there's this feeling of loneliness, right? Like these three cards, I'm getting this vibe of loneliness, right? Like you're doing it with other people possibly, but it's for you at the end of the day. You deserve to kind of hoard your stash, so to speak, especially if you came from nothing, if you came from, absolute poverty or just an insane amount of abuse, because that's what I'm picking up, just abuse. And there's the High Priestess. So you trusted your intuition. That's High Priestess on the split with the Ace of Cups. You trusted your intuition as to what to love and to follow your heart. I'm also getting the cross on, yeah, and then the Three of Swords right under it with the Four of Wands. So you might have a partner that changed your life as well. You might have found a partner. It was hard, right? You're starting from the Three of Hearts, or the Three of Swords, sorry. And you're using your intuition. It's like people try to break your intuition so that you wouldn't go through with this. Like you wouldn't be able to see when love is actually near you or in your energy or in your aura. Like if somebody's giving you just pure love, it feels like it's not real, or it feels like they're faking it. And that's a case of being so traumatized by everything all the time that you you don't expect love to be any different. You don't expect when somebody starts giving you love and support, you don't expect it to feel any different than what you went through in the past, but it does. And that's scary. You know what I mean? It's very scary. It triggers old wounds to come up. But I am getting this cross. See the cross on the High Priestess with the cross on the Ace of Cups with the wafer. It's like you're using your intuition and pulling this healing, right? Like the cross symbolizing healing and like spiritual mastery almost. You're putting that into your third eye. Like I'm also getting this ornament on her headdress. Is like it's a sphere, just like this, just like the wafer the dove is putting in the Ace of Cups. It's like you embedded your intuition with this love, with the healing, and that's what is allowing you to actually take part in the love that is being offered to you, that is being blessed to you. And this is the same thing that is going to allow you to harvest the Ace of Pentacles blessing. So let's see what cards actually want to come out now. Yeah, I mean, the energy is just super intense right now. You could be getting triggered a lot, just feeling super sensitive or crying a lot or something like that. It's all part of the healing. It's part of fully accepting love in your life, whether that's self-love or from a partner, you know, getting married, getting engaged. I'm hearing that certain people are getting engaged. Yeah, and there's just something very special about that healing journey. It's equipping you to do something that most other people would get stuck on, right? Most other people would crumble under the pressure that you've already healed from, you know, and you're not even done healing. Like the amount of insane obstacles that you had to overcome is just it's unfathomable how certain people can go through that amount of pain and come out the other side stronger for it, come out the other side an amazing, wonderful, special person. So yeah, Magician at the bottom, Ace of Wands, King of Swords, Five of Cups. So yeah, this is part of your manifestation, right? This is like you've wanted to do this. This has been your life's duty, essentially. Like this is what you were made to do, is to overcome these things. That's why they had to happen, because you were the only one that could overcome those specific, unique challenges and actually climb the mountain. Yeah, there's Queen of Wands over death. Very interesting. So you're doing it with swag too. This is the thing. Like you have this aura that is so powerful and it's almost intimidating. It's like it puts other people in a poverty mindset. It makes other people get in their feelings. Like they see you just being you and being confident and being healed, being comfortable, being your, you know, letting your inner child shine, letting your inner child be happy, you know, reparenting yourself properly, or not even reparenting yourself, just parenting yourself, period. Because I'm sure a lot of you just didn't have proper parental figures at all. You know, it's like you had to go through all of this alone. You didn't have support until very recently. That's what I'm getting. Let's see what this is. Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. So this is pre-Empress energy. I mean, Queen of Wands to Nine of Pentacles. Your energy is opulent. It is very adept, you know, masterful, very graceful, you know, having a connection with nature, building yourself up in a way that makes other people insecure. You know, you may not have the same things as other people. You know, you may not have as much money as other people or whatever, but you have things that they can only dream of having. You know, there's a certain level of confidence that's going on. Yeah, Seven of Wands on the Knight of Pentacles. So this is basically telling me for a long time, you were the only one to stick up for yourself. You were the only one to take a chance on yourself, right? You had to keep everything close to your chest. You had to learn not to speak about what you wanted or what your dreams were or, you know, what your passions were, because you were being attacked. And you may still be getting attacked by people who are just envious or jealous or petty or spiteful or just straight up evil, right? I'm getting that there's just this evil, like, energy in your past. In the collective's past, there are just insanely evil things that you've had to endure that really nobody should have to go through, but it holy crap. And again, more fighting, right? Ace of Pentacles, five of wands. So I'm also getting, once you fully blossom into this energy, into this Ace of Pentacles energy, it's going to piss people off even more. They're going to be even more pissed off at you. They're going to they're going to hate your fucking guts. Yeah, and you're sitting on your laurels, right? You're sitting on your laurels, and you're cashing in basically, right? Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, that's Ten of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles. You've been building for such a long time, and that's your justice, right? Your overall happiness. Oh, and there's the Chariot too. So now you're going fast too, right? You're healing faster than ever. You're processing everything faster than ever. All of the trauma, it's like it used to be a slog. It used to be like walking through quicksand or just muck, and now it's just fast as fuck. You're getting what you deserve. You're getting your justice because you're working for it, right? Because you actually did the work on yourself. You believe in yourself. That is what is causing this energy to blossom in your life. This is what caused your transformations in the first place. This like lifelong transformative journey that you've been on. I'm getting that a lot of you have just transformed several times, if not a dozen times. Just an insane amount of transformation. Most people are lucky if they even transform once, properly transform once in their lives. Like, this is telling me that a lot of you are very spiritually gifted, or your journey, your life is very spiritually important. There's something about the things that you've overcame, the things that matter to you, that hold special spiritual significance either for other people or for your spirit guides, or like specific loved ones. There's just something about what you're doing that it's like it's unprecedented. That's why people are trying to fight you over it. And there's the Hermit. I've seen the Hermit come out earlier. I got a peek of the Hermit. So I feel like this is going to trigger you to go into a more isolatory period, right? Like, you're branching out, you're meeting new people, you're working with new people, you're advancing yourself, your career, your mind, like your emotional stability. You're doing all of these things that are super important for you to truly heal the deepest wounds that you have. But it's going to take some recharging time, right? Like, these two cards, I'm getting you're recharging while you're a little bit over halfway there. You know what I mean? You're already over halfway to your destination. You've done so much work, and you're having to travel much further, much further than most people would to get to their destination. And as you can see, the hermit has the star in his lantern. So you're guided by hope. You're guided by faith in the universe, faith in your spirit guides. And see how he's standing on snow here? It's like you're going to these desolated places that nobody else wants to. It's like you were thrown in there, right? You're thrown into these situations that nobody would want to be in. A lot of people would die in these certain circumstances. Like, I'm getting that. A lot of you have cheated death, right? You've cheated death because spirit values your spiritual opulence, right? You have like such a strong spiritual energy that is you're destined to be rewarded for going through this journey that most people, the vast majority of people on the planet, would not survive. They would not survive such an arduous journey. They just wouldn't. They wouldn't be able to keep up. They wouldn't be able to process it in the way that you have. They wouldn't be able to keep putting faith over and over and over again, and forgiving yourself over and over and over again, healing from all this self-hatred, and realizing what a beautiful, amazing person that you are, not for having gone through all of this horrible stuff, but choosing to heal from those things, and having faith that it's possible, having a belief that it is possible to actually heal from all of this evil, demonic, horrible, spiritual bullshit, all of the spiritual warfare. This is telling me that everything that you're doing now is putting you exactly where you need to be going. Putting you exactly where your spirit guides have been guiding you to go, going where your intuition is telling you to go, which is exactly what all of these negative energies didn't want you to do. They didn't want you to go towards this. They didn't want you to leave these people behind. They didn't want you to go no contact with your family. They wanted you to remain silent in these toxic systems forever until you died, right? Never having achieved anything that you were destined to achieve. They tried to snatch your ultimate destiny away from you, which is just, it's so ridiculous how people like this even exist, for one. But you can't have somebody so special and spiritually significant without having these horrible energies that they've overcome, right? Like, it's showing you how powerful you really are for having overcome these things, because like I said, most people they can't even fathom. Like, if you wrote a book on your life, most people wouldn't even believe how much stuff that you've gone through and survived. And I'm getting that you look good, right? Like, you I'm getting that people can't see your trauma on your face. People can't tell that you've gone through all of these things based on how you look or act or behave, because you've healed so much. You've healed so much that you are further along than people who haven't even gone through any of this traumatic stuff that still need to heal. Um, it's like you were slowed at the start to be rocketed up spiritually. So let's get this Wild Unknown Archetypes deck going. This is the first time I'm ever actually using this deck, so I'm very excited for it. Yeah, I already pre-shuffled it, so let's see what cards come out. Pretty sticky. I should have I should have powdered these cards, but I'm a big fan of these cards. I really like these archetypes that are in here. But yeah, I'm getting like this. People are so intimidated by you. It's insane how intimidated people are by you. Let's see what this is. The Orphan. See, this is your starting point, right? You were trapped in this toxic cycle, right? You're trapped in the Ouroboros. You're trapped in the trauma cycle, and it's controlled by demonic, evil energies. And I'm getting that you were taught to be helpless. You were taught to not reach anymore, right? Like, there's a flower right here that the hand, it's like you gave up on reaching. You know what I mean? But you didn't give up. The snake is trying to constrict you and strangle you so much that it wants you to give up. It wants you to give your life away. Oh, got two this time. Got the Starborn and the Seed. So this is just more proof that you were destined to break the egg, so to speak. You could be trans or queer of some kind, but the Seed, it's like your Ace of Pentacles is the Seed. The Ace of Pentacles is the faith that you entrusted in yourself, that you are propelling yourself into your overall destiny to break the toxic cycle, to chop the head off the snake, right? You're chopping the head off of the abuse system, the trauma system that we live in this reality. People are born into this suffering and chaos, and not everybody is built to overcome it, but you are destined to overcome it. Yeah, you could be seeing a lot of threes. I think I'm gonna take this card. Yeah, the Flame. Yeah, so you're following your flame. Even in isolation, you will always follow this flame. It's the only thing that really matters to you, because it's the thing that guided you through all of this pain and suffering. It's something that you really cannot live without. And yeah, I got the Warrior and the Mountain, right? Overcoming these mountains. The mountains that are through this gateway, you can do it. You can go through this. You can obliterate these challenges over and over and over and over again, because you are a spiritual warrior, right? And look at the snake. It's like you have this spiritual power that just destroys these energies, and it's supercharged based off of what you went through. Everything that you went through was training so that you can just obliterate every single evil thing that comes your way, and they will continue to keep trying to stop you, even though at this point it's completely useless for them to keep trying. Like, you might have experienced a lot of supernatural stuff or like weird paranormal iffy stuff, and I'm feeling that a lot of you are no longer experiencing a lot of that because these entities realize that you are way too powerful, that all they did by trying to pull you down and keep you in the shadows, keep you in your shadow self, is force you to reignite your flame to survive, right? The seed, it's like the seed of infinite nothingness. It's your intention that is the seed, and the intention is what lights the flame. You have the intention of lighting the flame inside of you. You know, the fire inside of you turned you into a warrior. You have motive to be turned into a warrior. You have the flame is your sacred rage based off of this orphan energy, this energy that you were born into this abuse system that most people can't, they can't even fathom. They don't even want to consider the possibility that people can go through that. They don't even want to think about it. When you tell your life story, people don't want to listen to you because it is too traumatic for them to even handle a secondhand account, let alone for you to go through it and to overcome it in every single aspect. Most people can't listen to your life story, they can't listen to your trauma. And that's something that you've learned, right? You could be focusing a lot on your art or some kind of creative endeavor. Oh, you could be a seamstress or want to make clothing or something like that. Yeah, very interesting. The maiden. So you're getting into this empress, this feminine empress energy that is just so potent. It is like hypercharged potency because of the fact that you're starborn, right? Like, there's this, I'm getting an earth angel energy here that it's like you're not normal. You're not normal at all. You're just not normal. The mentor, you you have the potential to be one of the best spiritual or creative mentors of all time, the best healing mentors of all time, based on a prayer. You know, you may have prayed that the seed sprout. You know, it could just be taking a super long time, but it's getting there. I just got a heart palpitation. Yeah, this energy is super intense, everybody. Super intense. There's a lot of stuff going on, and this is one of the most intense energies I've ever read, which is why I was so drawn to do this reading today and to start this channel. I feel like I just have to get this message out. Yeah, the star. Of course the star comes out because you are a star. You're star born. You have the star in a lantern. You carry your starborn energy with you everywhere. You know, this orphan energy is with you as well, but you're using the star, you're using the seed, the star, the flame. Becoming a warrior is making your orphan child, your inner child who was orphaned, who was abandoned, who was abused and neglected and tortured, spiritually, psychologically, emotionally, physically fucking tortured. You're using that to heal that part of you. The inner child inside of you is being healed by what you're doing right now. So let me get a past, present, and future energies of what the collective should do or think, or any last messages from spirit or spirit guides. Oh, I got to do that one. Queen of Cups. Okay, so that's in the past there. So I'm almost getting like you're learning how to love. You're learning how to channel this extreme excess of energy that is just so intense. And look at that. So you could be going through a lot of pain right now, right? It's like you're sitting with what actually happened to you and not dissociating from it anymore. You're not derealizing from what you actually went through. You're truly facing everything that you went through and standing with yourself backing yourself up. You know, I'm getting that you were backstabbed, like you were hung out to dry, like you just nobody. It's like nobody gave a fuck about you. That's what it felt like. But spirit always did. Your spirit guides always did. And there's Page of Cups. So this to me is telling me you're using the flame inside of you to take these small steps that other people would never be able to take after coming from your position, right? They wouldn't be able to handle the trials and tribulations that you went through. And you're starting as you should with baby steps, right? You're going one step at a time. You're using your faith, you're using your intuition, you're using the inner flame to guide you. You're understanding how special and unique this energy is. The energy of your spirit, the energy of your soul. Like your soul signature is very recognizable. Spiritual, I'm getting that spiritual entities know exactly who you are. They know who you are. Like you could have really have had very crazy experiences in your life. These spiritual entities and your spirit guides know who you are on a soul level, that you understand these systems much better than most people do because of past life experience, or because of how much experience has been jam packed into your current incarnation, right? And this is just such intense grief and suffering and pain, and just you got backstabbed over and over and over and over and over again, trying to learn how to love, trying to be somebody that is kind to others, that is worth being around. You know, people were making you feel like you weren't worth being around. But in reality, it's the opposite. They weren't worth being around, and they got in their feelings because of how important you really were, because they felt like they didn't measure up to you. You're finding soul group members right now. You're finding people that you can really connect to, or you will very soon. And when I say really connect, I mean really connect. People who will actually truly understand you. They won't try to fight who you are because of insecurity or immaturity or whatever. They may be intimidated by you at first, but that's going to cease because of how kind and loving you are. They'll understand that this is authentic. They trust their intuition as well. So you'll be finding people who really, really trust their intuition, and when they put their intuition sensor over you, it just beeps like crazy. You know what I mean? Like, pay attention to this person. That's what people feel when you come around, is that you you spiritually demand attention, even if you don't want it. You know, even if you're not trying to. You're not like loud or boisterous or whatever. It's just your energy is so slick, slow, so clean, so opulent. It's like velvet. It's just so special. I'm getting a heart palpitation again. It's so special that you make people's heart palpitate. You make people's stomach drop just from looking at you. It's like there's something about you that just shows people spiritually. It strikes people spiritually. And that makes people very drawn to you, but at the same time, they're very intimidated by you. Okay, so let's get a past, present, and future for the unknown, wild unknown archetypes. Let's see. What does Spirit have to say about your past here? Oh, I got 2 cards. So the gem, I got 3 cards actually. The gem in the past. So this is like, oh man. Notice how all of these tendrils and like vines or something surrounding the gem. The gem is you. The gem is your starborn seed. It's like your earth angel soul is the most immaculate of gemstones. So you have all of this demonic energy that is just extremely drawn to you. But you're so powerful now that you use your intuition, you use your psychic abilities to weed everything out. You have insane discernment right now. And it's because of your past. It's because you were destined to have this kind of discernment and intuition and psychic abilities and such. Then we also have Kairos. So I'm getting this vibe of the abuse system, the trauma cycle, right? The Ouroboros. It's like you have this wolf eye, but I'm getting like serpentine. It's like serpentine energy happening here with these scales. It's like these are all of your challenges. These are like every single platelet of armor on your soul was a new challenge that you overcame that other people wouldn't have been able to. You know, using your vision, using your inherent spiritual wisdom, you overcame these things, even if they almost got you. You know what I mean? You cheated death multiple times. You cheated death so many times that you are you were so spiritually powerful that you are like this ancient, you embody this ancient just mentor energy. Like, I don't know who you are, but holy. And then we also have the mirror. Look at that. So this is another reason why people are so afraid of you. They're so afraid to be around you. It isn't because you are bad or you are wrong or anything like that. You are so special. You know, you the secret of your soul is that it is so immaculate that when people look at you, they see their own reflection. They see themselves in the same way that you see yourself in everyone else. Most people cannot see themselves in other people. They only see themselves in the mirror. They don't see themselves in other people. So when somebody is starborn, is a warrior, is a spiritual warrior who has overcome all of these things, you've hardened your soul signature so much that you become a perfectly immaculate crystal of a soul. And that means that people witness themselves when they speak to you, when they look at you. They see something in themselves that is lacking, is unhealed. It triggers people. Just you existing as such a healed, powerful person triggers people because of this just intense healing that you went through. Transformed you so much. It transformed you into like a shattered gem. You use that faith and that belief that you could heal to give yourself a mirror perfect finish, right? Like chrome. It's like your soul is like a chrome sphere where from all directions people can even look at you indirectly. They can just think of you, and the mirror effect stays, right? The mirror is so strong in your energy. And this is the future, right? This is you forever. You will always be this. You will always be a mirror to other people. And the people who deserve to be in your life, the people that should be in your life, who are destined to be in your life, this energy will not stop them. This energy is the perfect defense against anybody that shouldn't be in your life, anything that should not be in your life, right? It is the ultimate tool of discernment where you can use this, you can master this energy in the future to where you will always make the right decisions for yourself in the end. You know, you won't let things backfire. You won't let these people come in your life that will want to fuck everything up. They'll want to mess you up. They want to exploit you. They want to take some of this extremely potent special energy. They want to siphon it, right? And you're not going to let that happen anymore. You People are going to stop trying to do that because they can see that you're never going to stand for it. You're not going to stand for it. So, yeah. Thank you for watching. I love you. Bye bye.